How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Crypto Clout. I am your host, FaZe Crypto, and of course, today I want to discuss with you how we've seen Bitcoin's price now get rejected off of that. I mean, it's starting to appear now that 10,300 region has a lot of resistance, and I was warning about this for quite some time. Pretty much every video I've contained a warning where I discussed how there's a lot of fear right now that's sort of artificial, and we see the mainstream media is pushing narrative right now that's interesting and at the same time quite concerning. I mean, when we see Forbes list talking about an $11,000 Bitcoin right around the corner, it's indicative of sort of clickbait attitude that we've seen from that sort of old guard legacy media that is quite concerning in the context of cryptocurrency. And I'm not sure if people actually can wrap their minds around the impact of such a critical juncture when we're talking about relying on these different news articles for actual legitimate information. I mean, this is one of the main purposes why I'm on here every single day telling you guys to do your own research, come up with your own analysis of the situation, because it's just as anybody else's. Most of these YouTubers out here who are doing quote unquote technical analysis don't know their ass from their elbow when it comes to blockchain and the like, and now I come on here. I always tell you guys every single video I say I'm not your financial advisor, I'm not your dad, and this is true. I double down on that every single video because it's for the benefit of the audience, and I hope that it trickles down. I tell you, don't listen to any of the bullshit that you hear, because the point of all these different platforms is ad revenue. I mean, I'll say it again and again and again. Don't listen to any of this bullshit. I mean, sure, the news is quite useful. I mean, it's important to stay informed, but at the same time, fake news. I mean, I know it's sort of a meme at this point, but let's be honest. They want to sell subscriptions to their platforms, and they're going to use information to sort of bait you into it, and that's just the way of the world right now. That's how the internet currently functions. How Bitcoin, as a significant U.S. crypto crackdown suddenly revealed, blah, blah, blah. We know this stuff. They're using it to bait us into paying attention to them, and hell, let them do it. I mean, whatever, as long as we're able to decipher the bullshit from the real information. And what I want to talk about, Cardano, like always, real decentralized public blockchain, the future. Let's be honest, everybody. Bitcoin, how sustainable is it? Really, what's the true definition of Bitcoin in the public consciousness? What can we expect to see long term in terms of Bitcoin's ability to maintain itself as number one? Is it going to go MySpace mode? Nobody out there would have questioned whether or not Yahoo.com was going to be the Google of its time and whether or not that was going to continue. Just think for yourself. I can't tell you whether or not these things are going to manifest themselves or not. For all I know, Bitcoin is digital gold, and who knows, maybe it'll be worth $1 million of Bitcoin in the future. For all we know, that's fact. It's at an early stage in the space right now. We don't know what's going to happen, and and that's all as real source of the value. So what are we going to see happening in the next couple of months? I would expect to see Bitcoin drop in value. I don't see it maintaining itself at this 9,747. We got rejection off of the 10,300 level multiple times now, and I can easily see the entire space as imploding very soon. I mean, this could also be a good thing. Perhaps we can get our hands on some cheap deals. I mean, I always want to accumulate my cryptocurrency at a low cost. That should be what everybody's aim is to do. I mean, of course, remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not sitting here telling you guys to do one thing from the other, but let's be honest with ourselves. We want to get cheap shit, don't we? We don't want to be buying it at $20,000 and selling it, or buying it at $10,000, any of these ridiculous prices. Let's wait. I bet it goes down again. I fucking guarantee we see a $3,000 Bitcoin again before we see it go up to past the all-time highs. That's just my personal opinion, but it seems pretty likely, doesn't it? I don't think that the boomer generation is anywhere near as convinced as the millennials. And let's be honest, who has the money? Who's actually investing in this shit? Who's putting their money into their retirement funds and wanting to freaking stake their entire livelihood on the volatility of such a new asset class as a digital currency? It's just too new. But believe me, everything's going digital. Freaking USD, whatever. It's all going to go digital at some point or another. And we all just got to make sure that we're on the right side of the paradigm shift, which is another reason why I'm putting the freaking title of this video, Cardano Bull Run. I mean, I'm not paid by Cardano in any way. Check out who I am. I'm not freaking on their payroll. I just believe in the technology. Freaking aware and advanced beyond mortal human being who's alive on this earth right now. So anyway, the many facts pointing to Dorian Nakamoto being Satoshi in March 2014, Newsweek columnist, of course, published a story called "The Face Behind Bitcoin." She claimed Bitcoin's investor was a retired physicist named Dorian Nakamoto. Just an interesting little Easter egg behind Satoshi, perhaps. Just something I wanted to put out there. But still, I hope I've managed to give you guys the yellow pill, the Bitcoin pill, in this little rant that I've given here. And if somebody needs to hear it, sure, send this video to them, or don't. Freaking thumbs down it, thumbs up, whatever. I don't give a shit. See you guys in the next video. Have a good one.